Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing with you 3 easy dinner recipes that can be done in the Instant Pot and on a sheet pan. If you're new here, I am a full-time working mom of 2 girls. One of them is 25 months old, the other one is 9 months old. So they are 16 and a half months apart, and it gets pretty crazy here. So having easy dinners that I can get on the table quick is definitely beneficial. So the first recipe we're going to be making is Instant Pot chili. So you can have beans with this or not. I didn't have beans, so I just did a beanless chili. The first thing you want to do is cut up a bell pepper. I had a green one on hand, so that's what I used. And then I'm going to cut up an onion. I'm just cutting it up in big chunks because I have a manual food processor. I'm going to put everything in to dice it up really small. Now I am grabbing 3 to 4 garlic cloves and I am peeling them, and I am also adding them into the manual food processor to mince them up. So now we're going to turn on the saute function on our Instant Pot, and then we are going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil or avocado oil. I went ahead and used olive oil, and then you add in 1 to 2 pounds of ground beef. So I did 2 pounds. I had a lot of ground beef on hand, so I wanted to use it, and that way I can have the extras as lunches for the week. So once your ground beef is browned, you are going to take it out and just put it in a glass bowl and set aside. And then we are going to add our chopped garlic and our chopped bell pepper as well as our onion. And we are just going to saute that in there as well for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now we're going to get our spices set up. So I like to do this and just put them in these little glass bowls. That way they're easy to just pour into the Instant Pot. So for chili powder, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of that. And then we are going to take our paprika, and you are going to need 1 teaspoon of that. And then after that, we're going to take some oregano, and you're also going to do 1 teaspoon of that. And then afterwards, we are going to take 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and you're also going to need a can of crushed tomatoes, and you're going to use about half of it. It calls for about 16 ounces.
But now I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready, ready. Emotions repeating, though it's been so long. I know what you're thinking, I know. I want to spend all our time now, for better or worse. I know the past is gone, and now you're all I want. 'Cause I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up for you. I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up for you. I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up.
Now we're going to add in our tomato paste and then all of our spices, and then we're going to put in our ground beef, mix that up, as well as our crushed tomatoes.
Lights flash in the dark. Just close your eyes and we'll be shooting stars. And you know I can't wait for forever no more. Now tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Emotions repeating, though it's been so long. I know what you're thinking.
So now we just put our lid on, put it to sealing, and set it on manual for 8 minutes. And once it's done, it comes out like this. You just want to mix everything up to have everything incorporated, and then you are done. You can add toppings such as cheese, sour cream, avocado, cilantro, things like that. and it turns out super good, and I love how quick this recipe is.
I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. I would.
So now moving on to herb crusted mayo, salmon, and potatoes. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut up 9 to 10 potatoes, or how many ever you like for your family. And then we're gonna move on to prep our herb mayo. So for the herb mayo, you're gonna need 1 cup of avocado oil mayonnaise, or whatever mayonnaise you have on hand. And then we're gonna crush about 3 to 4 garlic cloves into the mayo. And then we will add parsley, oregano, and thyme. I don't measure this out, I just kind of eyeball it. So I just do pinches of parsley, oregano, and thyme.
I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. For you, I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. Give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. For you, I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. For you, I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up.
After we've mixed everything up, we're gonna set that aside and preheat our oven to 425. Now we're gonna drizzle 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil or avocado oil onto our potatoes. And then we're gonna do about 3 to 4 pinches of salt, and then add in some pepper. And then we are going to mix that all up together with our hands, make sure it's all well incorporated. And then we will split the potatoes on either side. That way we can fit the salmon in the middle. So I had some frozen wild-caught salmon that I got at Target in the freezer, so I let those thaw throughout the day. And then I am taking those out of here and putting them on the pan right there in the middle in between the potatoes. And I'm going to spread the herb mayo right on top of each one of those. Now we're gonna place that in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes, depending on your oven. And then once they are done, they come out with this nice brown top, and that's how you know it's done. It's kind of like crusted over. And this is also another great recipe, good way to get some omega-3s in, and it is just super simple, and I hope you guys really enjoy this one. So the next one is Instant Pot mozzarella chicken. This is a great one to have on hand when you just have nothing planned out. So we are going to take some chicken breasts and we are going to season them with oregano. Again, I just eyeball this, and then we are going to season it with some salt and some pepper. After we've seasoned our chicken, we're going to turn on the saute function on our Instant Pot again, wait till it says hot, and then we are going to add in 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, And we are also going to add in about 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and we are going to just let that cook for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds.
I think of you all the time. I wanna get with you inside the lines. Just hit me up.
So depending on how many chicken breasts you add in, I had 4 pretty thick chicken breasts, so I went ahead and added 2 cups of marinara sauce. So you can add in 1 to 2 depending on how many chicken breasts you have. Then you want to stir that around and add in your chicken, and you want to make sure that the chicken is fully covered with the marinara sauce. So you might need to add a little bit more to cover it depending on how many you have in there. After that, we are going to set our Instant Pot to 12 to 15 minutes on manual. I did 12, and then I had pretty thick chicken breasts. I decided to add them in for another 3 minutes, so technically I put them in for a full 15. Once they're all done, you want to add in 1 to 2 cups of shredded mozzarella, and then just put the lid over it and let that melt for about 4 to 5 minutes. And that is it. You can do any side with it. We decided to just do a side salad with ours. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what recipes you want to try. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.